I don't know what went on with my live. I don't know if it's because my battery's getting low or something like that. It just went out. Just went out on me on my live. So sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. But I'm just sitting up in here watching any given Sunday. I don't know why my live went out. My live went out, guys. I don't know why, but I think I gotta charge my phone up and stuff like that. But I'm gonna keep going until my phone dies. So sorry about that. I'm gonna keep going until my phone dies, but somehow my live feed cut out for whatever reason. I didn't do anything. I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything. I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. But my live went out, guys. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna keep going until um my battery runs out. So just so that you're aware of it. I do appreciate you guys coming on and hanging out with me today. Yesterday was yesterday the 7th. So that was Saturday the 7th of February. February's one of those months that if you really look at it, a lot of people either pass before the new year comes or they pass in February a lot. There's a lot of people that pass in February. Um, and then again, there's people passing all over the world. But I just took note that usually before the new year hits, every new year hits, before every new year hits, you'll have uh people passing that you know of, and then did you hear what's the name pass? Did you hear this happen? And you like, dang, they ain't even make it to Christmas. Dang, they ain't even make it to the new year. You know what I mean? So uh yeah, it's just funny how that happens. Every year, December, people are checking out. People are checking out. And then you like, man, they didn't even make it to Christmas or New Year's. And then New Year's a hit, and you got people that get over that threshold and they get through January. And then next thing you know, February, you start hearing a lot of people checking out. A lot of people checking out during those months. Uh People check out in December because they're so depressed that, either they don't have loved ones that come see them. They I'm just all over the place talking about things, guys, because a lot of things been happening in the last couple of days. So I'm just all over the place. So excuse me for that. But like I said, my wife's niece passed. She did an honorable thing. She had a walk of honor where you know they honored her for uh giving up, being a donator, a being a donor, She was a donor, so she donated kidneys, liver, cornea, uh, uh, let's see, kidneys, liver, uh, uh, lungs. She couldn't do the heart because her heart was, even though she had a young heart, because she was only 29 years old and she was going to become 30 years old in April. So she didn't make it to her 30th birthday. But, she did an honorable thing by, donating. And like I said, on my license, I'm not a donor, but if that ever did happen, my wife knows to probably donate, you know. Um, I just don't put it on my license stuff. I just, you know. And a lot of people do that. They'll say they don't want to be a donor, and then when things hit the fan or if unfortunate events happen, uh, they tell their loved ones that, hey, go ahead and donate. You can do it either or. You can do it either or. Even though you do say you don't want to be a donor, you can still, tell loved ones, hey, I want to donate and stuff like that. So it's an honorable thing. You help so many people out if they're able to get, you know, uh, you know, there's people that's on a waiting list. Just imagine this. There's people right now, not necessarily wanting people to die, but they know that it happens, but it's still a slight chance that, oh, um, she wanted to donate her kidneys. She couldn't donate it because the blood pressure and all that stuff had to be sustainable for a certain period of time and things like that. So, yeah, yeah, she was only 29 years old. She was a diabetic. And due to the complications of being a diabetic, not taking care of yourself over there. She's been a diabetic since she's been 10 years old. So that's tough in itself for a kid to endure because they can't do normal things like other kids. And even when they become adults, they still can't do normal things as an adult because um, they're not going out like that. They're not drinking. They're not partying. Things like that. So they always. And I found out that diabetics always have to monitor themselves. They always got to monitor themselves because their insulin. They don't produce any insulin, so they have to always monitor themselves, prick themselves as far as find their blood sugar and things like that. It's the constant thing that the 2 months, 2.5 months that she stayed with us, it was constant. It was, have did you take your medicine? Did you do this? Did you after they eat, they gotta check their blood sugars and things like that. Some days they wake up and their blood sugars and drop after when they're sleeping. And it creates a whole um snowball effect of your health if if you cut yourself, if you do anything to yourself, you can get you're more prone to get infections. You can lose limbs. Uh, just a whole bunch of just complications that can happen when you're diabetic. So, uh, but yeah, was she overweight and obese? Uh, Yeah, she was a little bit overweight. Well, I can't say a little bit. She was overweight for her size. She had, she had size eye, size eye breast. She had size eyes. So she was, in order for her to get um some sort of surgery done, she would have to make sure that her everything's under control because you can't they don't really want you to have surgery unless you have your blood sugar and all that under control, you know what I mean? So she was overweight. Usually type 1 diabetics are they can't produce any insulin, type 1. And then when you're overweight, that's usually type 2. But you can come out of type 2. You can't come out of type 1 because your body just don't produce insulin, right? It's just not going to create insulin. It just don't. But you can come out of type 2 by losing weight, eating right, things like that. So type 2 diabetics, you can reverse that. Type 1, you can't reverse. You just don't produce any insulin. So uh yeah, on top of being short, overweight, uh obese, for her size. Yeah, it's just a man, it's crazy. But What's going on from India? Hey, I work with an India doctor, and I've been working with shout out to India. Shout out to India. Shout out to India. I work with a doctor from India. He's always saying he's uh he's from somewhere in South Africa. I mean not South Africa, but South India. So yeah, I've been working with the this Indian this doctor from India for over 22 years. So, yeah, shout out to India. I got a couple of people that I work with from India. There's um, a anesthesiologist that I work with. She's from India. She's from India. So I got a couple of people from India that's my friends. So shout out to you guys. Hey, I'm friends with everybody though. I'm friends with everybody. Friends with everybody. So, but yeah, I'm watching this movie called Any Given Sunday. Anybody ever seen this movie? Any Given Sunday? It's a classic. I watch this over and over until the Super Bowl comes on. Uh, I'm gonna put me some steaks on today. Have me some steaks. See that? See, I got this playing all day in here, and then I got in there Super Bowl. And if I really did have a lot of people over here, which I'm probably not, I got the projector screen downstairs that I used to put the Super Bowl on down there that fills the wall up, So this is this house is a good entertainment spot for you know a few people. You know what I mean? It's a great entertainment spot. But yeah, that's this is my ritual that I do every Super Bowl. Every Super Bowl, I put this movie on. I've been doing it for the last 26 years. I used to always host Super Bowl parties and things like that, but I kind of tone that down a lot. So, you know, this Super Bowl is kind of, it's not as exciting, especially like what happened yesterday and stuff like that, dealing with my wife's niece. So, bro, can you please hit the biggest cost? No, you can't sing. Bro, can you please hit the biggest gossip note you can sing in your voice is like an angel? Yeah, right. I don't believe that. Look at my wife down there. Look at her. What's she doing? What you doing in there? Yeah, she says she ain't doing nothing, but she is. But yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna gaslight me on that. You ain't getting no gaslights on me on that. You ain't talking about the biggest gospel note. Ah. La 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 la. La 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 la. That's all you get. How about that? But yeah, guys, I'm just sitting here, trying to get over yesterday. It was a very heartfelt day yesterday, so you know, you start to appreciate life a little bit more. You appreciate life a little bit more each day, and especially as you start getting older and you know you have friends passing. You'll have I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but um, just trying to keep you in the loop of what's going on with me, what I've been dealing with. Uh, every day is not peaches and cream. You know what I mean? So I just want to keep you guys updated on things that's going on. Like I said, my sister, I mean not my sister, but my wife's niece stayed with us for about 2.5 months, and she ended up being unresponsive one morning, and I believe she had a heart attack. They couldn't really determine like what really happened, but she's a diabetic, type 1 diabetic, and she just you know just trying to take care of herself. She wasn't really on top of it all the time. I believe she was abusing her body throughout the years, and she's had this condition since she's been 10 years old, being diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and it's tough. It's tough as kid because they have to try to monitor everything about them, you know, and it's one of those hard deals. So, hello, sir. You didn't notice me. Oh, I noticed everybody in here. What's going on? Let's see. I notice you. I see you. I see you. You got the crown. You got the crown. I notice you. What's going on? I usually go by the last because the name sometimes is kind of confusing to me. So I usually go by the last digits most of the time. D3T T D3T. I noticed you. I noticed you. What's going on? How you feeling today? Let me know how you feeling today. I noticed you. Let me know how you feeling today. Yeah, I can't even really pronounce that word. I could try to pronounce it, but I think I'm gonna butcher it because it's all together and I don't know how it's broken down. But I see you, D3T. I notice you. Says somebody's at my front door. Hold on. See something. Hold on. Is somebody supposed to be coming here, sir? False alarm. False alarm. False alarm. Said somebody was at my front door, but it wasn't. Sometimes like insects and stuff start triggering my ring. So, but yeah. Where'd my wife go? She's doing some laundry. She cooked me breakfast this morning, so yeah. But yeah, I got my movie on that I watch every year, and then I got the sports channel on back there, which is pretty cool because this is a great spot for entertainment. if you got some people coming over for the Super Bowl and things like that. You know, I just don't like doing Super Bowl unless you bring in something. That's one of my pet peeves if you don't bring nothing to the Super Bowl party or whatever the case is. And it can't be like just chips. Like I could get the chips. I could get the chips. I could get, uh, but you gotta bring something good. Bring something good when you go to somebody's Super Bowl. Bring some type of meat. Maybe some sandwiches or you know, some chicken wings or some what else? Some little smokies. Bring some meat. I'm a meat I'm a meat eater. No diddy. I'm a meat eater. I eat meat. Oh, there she go. There she go. Walking around. What's she doing? She's trying to keep an eye on me, probably. She's like, "Are you lying? Hello, sir. You didn't know that." Oh, yeah, I just read that. Hey, if you got any comments in the comment section, just write it down. Just leave me some comments. Let me know you here. Let me know what's going on with you. I'm live for a little bit. Uh I'll probably stay live until my phone dies. So if my phone just dies on you, just don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. If it dies, it dies. Leave me a like, you know. So but yeah, uh like I said, not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but as you get older, you start to realize a lot of things, guys. You start to you start to take things serious, you know. I'm just saying. You don't really realize this when you're younger. When you're young, you're not really thinking about this stuff. You know what I mean? You're not thinking about, you know, when you're young, if you're, you know, I've been so here's the thing. I've been in my teenage years, I was really skinny, like skinny to the point where, I felt uncomfortable being like skinny. I always wanted to like bulk up, gain weight, muscles, things like that. I worked out. I was a good in my teenage years, I was 6 foot, you know, 165, 165. And, you know, uh yeah, 165. I mean, that's skinny. So I got 10% on my battery. So this 10% is gonna go quick because I'm on live. So it's gonna go quicker than that. So if the camera cuts out, uh I'm gonna go till, till I gotta charge this battery up. So you know, 6 foot tall, 165. Yeah, you're skinny. Then when I moved to Iowa, graduated high school, then I moved to Iowa, there's some corn-fed guys down in Iowa. So when you start living on your own, you stay skinny. But then when you get your girlfriend or something like that, and they able to buy you food and cook, and you go out like that. Plus, I work shift too. I used to work security. So when I would work security, when do you normally eat? You eat at nighttime, which is a bad habit. Eating at night, staying up late at night. When you work night shifts, you're constantly eating on night shift. So I used to work security and I used to do that. You know what I mean? So uh when I was about in Iowa, I was probably, I don't know, uh end up being 220. I was 220. This is the most weight uh I've either gained or I'm at right now, and I'm about to turn 50. So I gotta start trying to work out a little bit more, uh uh do a little bit more strength training, eat a little bit better, um, because your health is your wealth. Your health is going to be your wealth. And I can't say that enough. And like I said, when you're younger, you don't think about none of this stuff. So as you start getting older, you start seeing people, disappearing, uh, passing away, things like that. They're getting cancer. They're having, you know, a lot of cancer, driven illnesses that's taking place. And, people are checking out in their 40s, 30s. Uh, my wife's niece checked out and she was only 29 years old. She was going to be 30 uh, in April. She was going to turn 30 in April. So, she was still young as I don't know what and really didn't even get to do anything. So, uh, life is short. Life is short. Let's see. What does Freddie says, what does Freddie videos you happy? What does Freddie? What's going on? Alvardo, what's going on? What does Freddie videos? What do you mean by that? Alvardo, what did you mean by your comment? What does Freddie videos you happy? What does that mean? Let me know. Kind of confused on that one. But yeah, you just got to start taking care of yourself a little bit better. That's all. No big deal. Says, I mean, let's subscribe. Oh, thanks. I appreciate. Hey, I appreciate it. Yes, I'm happy that you subscribe to the live stream. Yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I appreciate you, Eduardo. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being here on the live stream. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for subscribing. You believe that God can help people. Of course, of course. God has helped me. He helps everybody every day. Even in the midst of confusion, even in the midst of doubt, there's an underlying notion that he's trying to help you. How old are you? Hey, I'm 49 years old. I'll be turning 50 in December. I'll be turning 50 in December. So I'm 49 right now. A couple of months from now, at the end of the year, I'll be 50. So yeah, but I believe God could help people understand themselves, understand what he's trying to do. And even in the midst of pain and turmoil, as far as like yesterday, when my sister's niece passed on, there's something that needs to be taught, or there's a lesson in that. You know what I mean? That might have been a lesson to me and my wife and the people that she touched, that she didn't even get to our age. She was only 29 years old. She didn't even hit 30. She ain't did half the things that we've done. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes God will stop you and make you think about how you can make your life better and how you can make others better by either giving or um just giving giving yourself to others, as far as helping people out, uh, trying to teach people. Yeah. So in every lesson that God sends you, you have to decipher that and try to apply that to your life and see how you can improve your life and the people around you. So that's all. That's what I took out of that. It helped me to s- what ethic person goes through, uh, um, how hard it is, the temptation that they have to go through, as far as worrying about what they consume all day long, what they have to eat, what they have to eat, when they have to eat, when to take their medicine, especially a type 1 diabetic who doesn't produce insulin. It's tough. And she had this ever since she was a kid. So, you know, you would think that, like, hey, you should have had this under control. But uh, you know, it sometimes it doesn't work that way. And there's lessons to every event that God presents to you. And also give. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for liking it. Hey, thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, everybody that's in here that comes through. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I like your live streams too, bro. I like to give it a thumbs up. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate you giving me thumbs up. I just try to be real with a lot of my lives. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I'm not trying to uh encourage you to do things and stuff like that. It's all up to you. My live channel and my channel is based on experiences that I go through and me trying to crack the code. What I mean by crack the code is just crack the code of trying to maneuver through this life. And I'm just giving you a glimpse of some of the things that I go through, my ups and downs with my business, with some real estate properties, with my 9 to 5 job, balancing that with family activity and stuff like that. Like right now, I'm trying to figure out my son and what he's trying to do and what he's not doing. So it's a lot of ups and downs in life that you know just the way it is. So look at my wife right now, she's cleaning. She's trying to get up out of here real quick. I'm not. She tries to get out of the camera real quick. She's in there cleaning right now. She's like, why you on live? I'm in here cleaning. I cooked you breakfast. I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. But then she ain't gonna say nothing but these steaks are good. So I gotta cook steaks a little bit later. So I gotta marinate them, put a little salt, pepper on them. Uh, that's all you really need to marinate your steaks. But I like to do a little bit extra stuff, garlic butter, things like that. I like to add a little bit of my flair to when I'm cooking my steaks. My steaks are better than restaurant steaks. No lie. I'm going to tell you 3 likes. It's cause I like I should have another phone. Hey, I appreciate you giving me those likes. I really do. My mother funny likes your live stream tonight and get my other phone and then like and again my other phone. Alvardo. Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. I appreciate it. I like your videos 3 times, and now you have three. Are you happy? I am happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Hey, you're gonna be my number one. You're gonna be my number one. You're gonna be my number one, Eduardo. You're gonna be my number one. I appreciate you giving me the likes. I appreciate you. What's going on? What's going on? Kevin Anthony, what's going on? But I wish you had I like over 1,000 likes. Those things can so I can donate to you. But I wish I had likes over 1,000 likes with those things. So I hey, donations is no big deal to me, you know. But if somebody's willing to donate to me and stuff like that, I appreciate you. It helps the channel. It helps encourage me to get on here even more. It helps me to and encourages me to get to know that person better. It lets me lock in because when you donate and stuff like that, that's all new to me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you donated to me. Oh man, that means you really like me. You really like the content. You really like the essence of my channel. Like I said, my channel is just basic. It's just basic me talking to you, you interacting with me, and you getting to see what go on in my life. Like right now, I'm watching this movie any given Sunday. I've been watching this for the last 26 years. Every Super Bowl Sunday, I turn this on. Next year, going live again. You'll see me going live again with this movie on. And then and there is where I look at, the sports and stuff like that. So I got a movie playing in here until the Super Bowl comes on, things like that. I'm ready to look at some of these commercials. Did everybody see that the woman that made the Dr. Pepper commercial? And she says, Dr. Pepper, baby, it sure tastes good. Do do do. That person, she got $2 million off that commercial, or for her saying that saying. Crazy, ain't it? Looking for my pops. Went shopping when I was 5. He went shopping when I was 5 to get milk and still haven't come back. And I'm 30 now. Hey, same thing happened to me. Hey, same thing happened to me. My pops left, went to the store when I was 3 or 4, and I just reunited with him a couple of years ago. He came back from the store almost 40, 40 something years ago, 47 years ago, 46 years ago. He went to the store and I just ended up he ended up coming back into my life. So it's crazy. What's up from North Carolina? Hey, I'm going to North Carolina. What's going on, North Carolina? What's that? Scott Knight, 1417. What's up from North Carolina? Hey, I'm gonna be in North Carolina. I'm coming to North Carolina, Charlotte. I'm gonna be in Charlotte, North Carolina for spring break with my kids. I'm going to visit my uncle. North Charlotte. I'm gonna be in Charlotte. My uncle's there. He's up in age. He's up in age, so I keep promising him I'm coming to see him. And like I said, as you get older, you want to kind of start seeing a lot of your family members that's getting up there in age. So, yeah, um, I'll be spring break. I'll be up that way. I gotta find some things to do. I gotta find some things to do in Charlotte, North Carolina. Any suggestions? Any suggestions for me to visit, or I like to go to like food places just to taste the foods and stuff like that in that area. Restaurants, um, maybe attractions that's going there. I'm not sure. I got to look online to see uh, what type of attractions they got going on in Charlotte, North Carolina, that me and the kids could get involved in and have a good time. You know what I mean? While I go visit my uncle. My uncle's up there in age, so I don't like to be that person to forget about people. I'm in Lexington, 46 minutes away. Okay, cool. What's 46 minutes away? Heck, we might be able to stop down there. We might be able to stop down there. Why not? What do you got going on in Lexington? Any food attractions, things to do with teenage kids, um, things like that? If you came to your hometown of Lexington, what would you recommend? What's going on? Hey, it's hanging to the right. It's hanging to the right. HUD, HUD Q3T is hanging to the right. What's going on with you? Bill Dooley, 2338. He says, how's it going? Hope you have a great day. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm trying to enjoy the day. It's Super Bowl Sunday, so who you got. If you're into Super Bowl and football, it's the Patriots against the Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks. Who you going with? That's if you're into football. You got to come to Lexington. We are famous for our barbecue. Okay, I love barbecue. I want to. I'm going to do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. If you say you got good barbecue there, we gonna drive 45 minutes to Lexington and grab us some barbecue. Is there a certain spot? Is there a certain spot, barbecue spot there that you could give me a name that otherwise I'm gonna go online and look it up too. So I'm sure it's gonna be online. So we have a turnout of about 200,000 every year in the month of October. Huh, that's crazy. So I'll be down there. Google the honey monk. Okay, the honey monk. Oh, the honey monk. Look at my wife cleaning. She's cleaning, guys. I know. Look at her. She's cleaning. She's like, you're on live TV and I'm cleaning. She's cleaning the windows right now. Should I go help her clean? Should I go help her clean the windows? Should I go help her clean the windows? Nah, she got it. She got it. I'm gonna spend some time with you guys. Hey, Lake, remember the honey monk? Monk, MONK. It said uh Scott Knight says in Lexington, North Carolina, which is 45 minutes away from Charlotte. There's a barbecue spot, famous barbecue spot there. Yeah, he said we should Google it and then go to it. We're gonna go to it. We're gonna go to it. Yeah, we're gonna go to it. We're gonna Google it. I'm gonna check it out, see the ratings, but I trust you on the ratings and stuff that you say is good. It's good. I'm just gonna check it out and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go to it. Give us something to do. Drive 45 minutes out for one of the days to go to dinner. And then, drive around Lexington. Is it a big population in Lexington? Says you have the smoke pit. That's Salisbury, North Carolina. The smoke pit in North Carolina. It's like 30 minutes away from Charlotte. And soul food. Okay. Hey, soul food sounds good too. Salisbury. Salisbury, North Carolina. There's a place called the Smoke Pit. He says it's in Salisbury, North Carolina. It's 30 minutes away from Charlotte. Soul food. Hey, we're looking for some soul food. Says some soul food too. Yeah, we're looking for some soul food. We're looking for all that. As you can see. As you can see, ought to be some type of food critic. Now they had a food critic sitting in their car and evaluating the food and stuff like that. Yeah, I should do something like that. But when I go travel, I will be having my phone and I will be going live and things like that. Do they have good places to eat in Gary? Nah. Hey Jeff, they don't really have good places to eat in Gary. Gary is all like it's a lot of junk food. Uh it's an area where it's all like fast food. You have to go outside of Gary. Now they might have a couple of, restaurants, maybe an Applebee's, something set up like that, but it's probably not called Applebee's, but um I forgot what it's called, but and it's down by they do have a baseball field um in Gary, but you know, that place was for attractions and stuff like that close to the baseball field. So they had a couple of restaurants. I don't know what the restaurants are called, but they had a couple of restaurants by the baseball field to attract people after they get before the game and after the game. So they're still trying to build somewhat of a area in Gary, but it's all fast food, bad food. Nothing but fast food, bad food. It's one of those cities kind of that has, you know, um liquor stores on each corner. You know what I mean? So not you have to go on the outskirts of Gary, Indiana, which is in Maryville, where they have all the restaurants and stuff. So, but to answer that question, Jeff, nah, it's no good places to eat in Gary. All junk food, fast food, unhealthy food. So you have a taste of the what's this soul food? Okay. It says you have the Stephens and Green Borough. Barack Obama ate there before. Really? Barack Obama, right? Stephanie. Stephanie's. Oh, and Stephanie's. Okay. I'm gonna look that up too. I lived in Indianapolis, but I never been to Gary. You're not missing nothing. Jeff, you lived in Indianapolis? Really? I was gonna move to Indianapolis. I was gonna move to Indianapolis. That's crazy. Yeah. Indianapolis is a spot where a lot of the people from sometimes Chicago, Gary, Indiana, those surrounding areas around Gary, Indiana, that move to a bigger metropolitan city, and that's the place they go to is Indianapolis. So now Indianapolis got places to eat. Do you think they'll get the Chicago Bears to move to Gary? Man, I heard about that. I heard about that, but that's going to be a tough ticket. They got to do a lot of developing. You got to understand, Gary. I haven't been there in years. My brother still stays there, but every time I go down there, it's kind of it still looks run down, dirty, nasty, you know, crime infested. It's still, yeah, I don't know. Now, if they did get the Chicago Bears there, hopefully it will boost the Gary economy, and they'll start developing around that. But they have to do a lot of developing for them to get the Chicago Bears. That's not a that's not a place where um I think a team would want to go. But I've been hearing it would boost the economy, but they have to do a lot of infrastructure, that that whole thing to kind of to get people to behave themselves, to really enjoy the game, you know, not going to the game and then next thing you know there's a shootout somewhere, even though there'll be cops and stuff everywhere. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Uh, you know, I wouldn't know why they would to bring it to Gary, Indiana anyway. So looks like an old Anthony Anderson. I get somebody. I look like some. Hey, I'm getting older, so hey, and guess what? Make it, you might get older too. If you make it, you might get older too. I tell young folks, I wasn't never the one to call anybody old and disrespect old people, and I honored the elderly. I don't consider myself elderly yet, but I'm hoping that I get there. And like I said, there's a lot of people that don't even get to 50. Case example, my wife's niece didn't she's not getting to 50, you know. She only got to 29. I had friends in Gary, Indiana that only got to be 17 years old, 18 years old, 19 years old. A lot of them didn't make it to 21. So uh it is what it is. You're right. You're only as old as you feel. You're right. And I don't feel that yet. Now your body might feel it. Your body feel it, but your mind still uh when me and my buddy, um my childhood buddy, either get together or we see each other or I go visit him or he come visit me, we act the same way like little kids, laughing, joking, uh things like that, you know. So we still got that same mindset as how we were when we were kids, as far as when we get together and start joking and talking about things. Not saying that we're not mature, but you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's not how old you are, it's how you feel. But sometimes the older you get, your body will make you feel a certain way because there's nothing that you can do about it. There's nothing that you can do about it but accept it and move on with grace and just appreciate what your eyes are seeing throughout the years that you're here. Like I said, my wife's niece, she didn't make it yesterday.